What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, February 6th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Bryn Forbes for the San Antonio Spurs playing the Golden State Warriors, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing point guards. Bryn Forbes has scored 23, 21, and 21 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 21 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 29 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. Bryn Forbes is $4,300 DraftKings salary. He's 100 more on FanDuel, projected at 32.6 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 7 times value. DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Derek White have been ruled out for the San Antonio Spurs. This means Bryn Forbes and the other active players on the team are going to have a bump in minutes and usage. Bryn Forbes should run the show tonight. His salary's still low. There's an implied total of 232.5 points in this game. I love Bryn Forbes here versus the Golden State Warriors. So I just wanted to let everybody know we added projected ownership. It first updates mid-afternoon, and then it will be updated throughout the day based on injuries and other information that comes out. So we show the projected ownership right here in the position optimizer, so you can see right next to every player what their projected ownership is for the main DFS slate. So now you can easily see who's going to be chalk, who's going to be low owned. This is one of the most important stats you're going to look at to help build your lineups and pick your players. Okay, moving on to the shooting guard position. I like Chris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Washington Wizards, who have the 5th worst defense overall, and they're about middle of the pack defending opposing shooting guards. Chris Middleton has scored 29, 38, and 35 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 33.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 31 minutes per game with a 24% usage rate. Chris Middleton is $6,300 DraftKings salary. He's 400 more on FanDuel, projected at 32.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value, and there's an implied total of 230 points in this game. This is a home game, a fast-paced game. I love Chris Middleton here versus the Washington Wizards. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I like Rudy Gay from the San Antonio Spurs playing the Golden State Warriors. Keep an eye on the injury news. Make sure Rudy Gay is going to play this game. If he does, he's probably my favorite play on the slate. Rudy Gay has scored 25, 34, and 30 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 29 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. With DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Derek White ruled out, if Rudy Gay plays, his minutes and usage should be through the roof. There's an implied total of 232.5 points in this game. If Rudy Gay plays, I love Rudy Gay here versus the Golden State Warriors. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Marvin Bagley from the Sacramento Kings playing the Houston Rockets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing power forwards. Marvin Bagley has scored 55, 34, and 38 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 26 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 24 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. He's been playing 30 minutes per game on average the last 3 games. His production is way up, and Marvin Bagley is only $5,800 DraftKings salary. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 24.6 fantasy points here tonight. I think he scores around 30 fantasy points, which is going to be over 5 times value. This is a home game, a fast-paced game. Great matchup for Marvin Bagley here versus the Houston Rockets. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Nikola Jokic for the Denver Nuggets playing the Brooklyn Nets, who have the 11th worst defense overall, and they give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing centers. Nikola Jokic has scored 30, 49, and 64 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 49.1 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 31 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. Nikola Jokic is $10,600 DraftKings salary. He's $200 more on FanDuel, projected at 45.5 fantasy points here tonight. I think he scores over 50 fantasy points and gets you that 5 times value. He's got 60, 70 point upside. The matchup couldn't get any better. Brooklyn is terrible versus big men, terrible versus centers. I love Nikola Jokic here versus the Brooklyn Nets. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.